Hey everyone, how are you? Happy Monday. So I wanted to come on and talk a little bit to you about feminine energy and success, because I talk about feminine energy constantly, if you haven't noticed. And I want to kind of bridge that with the masculine, because honestly, the results, the success, the things you get, that is why, not the only reason why, we care about the feminine for the feminine herself, but that's a big inspiration and motivation, getting things, changing things, getting new results, getting money, getting love. Like, I want to tell you, like, when I'm talking about feminine energy, or if you ever see anybody talking about it, that's why they're talking about it, because it's not just sort of like a nice little hobby that you go over here and you play with. I mean, it's fun, so that's wonderful, but it's about bridging with the masculine, which is your actual life. And what I found is that you get different things when you have feminine energy. Things are easier and things come to you. And you hear this in pop culture, you hear it in a lot of rap songs right now, pulling things in, manifesting, that's real. And so if you have feminine energy and it's connected, I mean, if your feminine energy is connected, then you will be somebody who magically is just drawing things to you, and it almost doesn't even make sense. But it's because the feminine is a spiritual technology. What feminine energy does is so you have feminine energy, you also have masculine energy. When you make your feminine energy stronger, when you build your feminine energy, and how you do that is building 4 specific things: your presence, pleasure, enjoyment of life, your self-value, and following your purpose. Why is your spirit here? If you work on those 4 things, you will have more feminine energy. That's what makes up feminine energy. It's like an energetic recipe for what we call feminine energy. So if you are building these 4 things, then what happens is feminine energy is in the energy world like a spiritual mechanism inside of you that does something, okay? And what she does is she opens up, and everyone's slightly different. Think of it like a beautiful flower made of light, okay? That's latent inside of you, and then it opens up. When it opens up, she creates and sends out light into the world that creates pathways for the things that she wants and that feed her and that give her light, that give you light to come into you. That's the receiving of the feminine. Isn't that interesting? And then the other thing the feminine does as spiritual technology is she protects your energy from negativity. So when your feminine is connected like this, open, I've actually seen this with my eyes, you guys. So I know my feminine's not connected if I see negative energies coming into me. Because what she does is she will bat them away like that. I know this probably sounds like sci-fi, but the energy world is actually like this. So the feminine becomes a protector of your energy. This is why women with a lot of feminine energy, whether they did it on purpose or whether they just have a lot of feminine energy, and it never got suppressed by their life, they seem to stay up, they don't really seem to get brought down. Even if they're in a situation where they're around a lot of negativity, it's almost like it doesn't touch them. Have you noticed that? It's almost like you can't talk to them a certain way. You can't go down to a certain level when you're in their presence. And that's because their feminine literally protects them. And so it's like they literally are floating on another level because they cannot take in negativity because it literally protects them. So if you are engaging in drama, or you're engaging in, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling anxious, and there's no shame in these things, but it means that your feminine energy which is a part of you, is just in there waiting for it to be activated. And again, the feminine is a very powerful magnet for the things that you need, for the things that you want. And if you're not receiving the things that you need and the things that you want, if you're not able to receive, all it means, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. All it means is that one of those 4 categories is off. You're either not present, you're not having any fun in your life, you're not engaging in self-value, you don't feel valuable inside, you're not getting your self-value from the inside, you're looking to the outside for clothes and approval and likes for your self-value, or you're not following your purpose. You're not actually doing what you're supposed to be doing here on earth, you know? And in that way, the feminine shuts down if you're not doing those things. But that's helpful for you. Don't feel like you're in a bad place if that's happening, because the truth is she's helping you get back on track. She's saying there's something wrong. She's saying there's something that you need to adjust. And that's really all it is. And as soon as you find what that is and you fix it, she can come back to life and start creating all this beauty in your life again. So the feminine is a very interesting energetic technology, a spiritual technology that you have, that you just need to learn. It's like you just need the instruction manual for it. You know what I mean? And I find like women get really inspired by each other, especially on the internet. Like we see all these beautiful images and celebrities and fashion and beauty, and we see a lot of women who have a lot of feminine energy and maybe aren't aware of how they even created it. Again, like you look at certain families like the Kardashians, they just grew up in a family that supports feminine energy. So even if you were a Kardashian, you would have a lot of feminine energy, right? So not all of us women, if you identify as a woman, not all of us were brought up in families that supported our feminine. So not all of us feel naturally connected and know how to live that way. But that's why I do the work I do. I grew up with 4 brothers, and so I know what it's like to live in a family where it's like feminine energy is not appreciated or supported. And I figured out all of this that I'm telling you. I figured out how it works. I figured out, you know, I watch the energy world because I can see energy. So this is a really, really big part of your life. I want to tell you that I see so many women wanting new results in the outside world, but the way you get them is through your feminine energy. So we're talking better business results. We're talking better love results. We're talking being able to have the things you want, the money and the lifestyle. That's all going to come from this spiritual technology inside of you. And so getting that activated is so important. And that's the work that I do, along with clearing negative energy, because that's also a big part of this. So if you're interested in knowing more about what I do and how I can help, feel free to comment, feel free to DM me, or you can also email me, and I will tell you how I can help, because this is a really, really big answer for so many women. You're looking for healing in so many areas of your life, but the truth is, if your feminine's connected, you don't have to heal things individually anymore. She takes care of self-value. She takes care of boundaries. She takes care of body confidence. She takes care of a better business, more visibility, more fearlessness, standing up for yourself, better health. Like all of these things can improve mental health when your feminine energy is connected and your energy is clearer. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful start to your week. Bye.